I've known Johnny since 1981. I showed up at the Cobb Chamber on Highway 41 and was immediately introduced to a young, dynamic business leader who was making his mark already in the real estate industry.
He ran for county commissioner in 1974, and I ran for the state senate. We built a friendship that really transcended party.
I first met Johnny Isakson when I was a student at the University of Georgia, and I've been working with him now for over 25 years.
I have a daughter that's in her late 40s, and Johnny taught her Sunday school when she was 8 or 9 years old, so that's how far we go back.
Johnny and I have worked on so many projects together. We've worked on membership campaigns at the Chamber. We've worked on economic development projects.
As the president and CEO of the Cobb Chamber, we take a group every single year to Washington, D.C. to advocate for the needs of Cobb in our business community. And Senator Isakson has always made so much time for us to listen to the challenges, to make sure he's addressing them.
He was running for governor at a time when it wasn't cool to be a Republican at all. He understood that the state of Georgia, in order to become the #1 state to do business, had to focus on economics, infrastructure, and had to focus on Democrats and Republicans working together for the good of the people rather than focusing on partisan politics.
The county developed because you had great leaders like Johnny Isakson who always put the county first.
I've been in Cobb County 40 plus years at least. And when we came out here, 75 was just a 2-lane interstate. But the changes that have taken place in the last 20 to 30 years are significant.
You know, we live in the #1 county to do business, in the #1 state to do business in the nation. And a large part of that is due to Johnny Isakson and the leadership that he showed 30 and 40 years ago. Johnny Isakson and Roy Barnes worked together across the aisle to come up with the concept of community improvement districts. We have the oldest and the most successful community improvement district based here in Cobb County, working with the Cobb Chamber of Commerce, working with our county commission to invest in our infrastructure.
Senator Isakson's history with our chamber dates back to the early 80s. He's been on every committee, volunteered for every aspect, and leading up to his year chairing in 1988, he was instrumental in the start of many of our programs, Leadership Cobb, Honorary Commander, so many that are such a key part of who our chamber is today.
You look at things that we've done, the water and sewer system, the convention center, and of course, we built the Kennedy Interchange, which has been a great relief here. And then we built the Convention Center, and then we built the Performing Arts Center. And so it's just blossomed out as really a major center of commerce in the Southeast.
The Atlanta Ballet now operates out of here. The Nutcracker's coming out here next year from the Fox. All of these things have a major impact on the quality of our life, and behind all of that and involved in all of that, not taking credit for all of that, is Johnny Isakson. Johnny's not one to say I. Johnny's always we, and he lets somebody else take the credit for it.
Because of all that Senator Isakson has done for our community the last 40 years, for our businesses, for our veterans, we are dedicating our entire 10th floor of Circle 75 after Senator Isakson.
Just imagine what Cobb County would be now if we had not had the transportation improvements in the Galleria area, if we didn't have the Galleria Convention Center, we didn't have the Performing Arts Center, we didn't have the CID. Would Cobb County be the leader in commerce in the state of Georgia? I don't think so.
I don't know of a person who's had a bigger influence on not just Cobb County, but our state and quite frankly, our country. If we had just a few more Johnnies in Washington, I doubt we'd be having some of the divisive rhetoric and divisive issues that we have today.
Again, I'm confident that young folks are going to step up and take over those leadership roles through programs like Leadership Cobb, but they'll see his name on things and they'll hear that name. And that will continue to provide them incentive and motivation to continue to grow and improve the quality of life in Cobb.
He is a man of integrity, he's a man of character, and he is a collaborative leader who gets things done and works so well with all different types of people. He has given us such a great example of how to conduct ourselves and make sure that we continue that legacy as we move forward.
This is Governor Brian Kemp. I'm honored to be able to talk about my friend and our former U.S. Senator, Johnny Isakson. I've known Johnny so long I can't remember when I first met him. He's a great family friend of my wife's father, Bob Argo. They served in the General Assembly together. And I've been on the campaign trail with Johnny. I've seen him in public and I've seen him in private. He's the same person. I remember walking into political events with him years ago when I was a state senator, and he treated me just like he does now as governor. Johnny left a great legacy in our state, and his work will live on for generations to come. And I'm excited to be a part of that in our future. Best of luck to you, Johnny.